I started off with one airplane. I was going to buy one airplane, and then it kept growing and growing and growing. And then it was my wife's idea to turn it into a museum.
The Military Aviation Museum in Virginia Beach. It's one of the most amazing destinations you can visit for warbird lovers and for people interested in aviation history.
I never anticipated that other people would be as excited about it as they turned out to be. And they were very excited about it.
We've got 4,800 feet of grass runway. We're out here on 130 acres of property that was specifically designed to house and care for warbirds. There are over 39 World War II aircraft in the collection that are original. Those include, what was the world's first flying Mosquito back in 2012 when it exited restoration in New Zealand. That also includes aircraft like our PBY Catalina and our FM2 Wildcat. Our P-40 was Lend-Lease aircraft supplied to the British that they had then passed on to the Soviet Union, and the airplane was lost in combat, later recovered. Our 109 was lost on the Eastern Front. Our Spitfire has over 100 combat missions in the Mediterranean, one of which was flying over the beachheads at Anzio. We do also have our World War I hangar, which is a full-scale reproduction of a hangar designed originally and constructed in the south of England during World War I. We have the Gox Hill Control Tower that was relocated brick by brick from RAF Gox Hill in England. We're also home to an original German Luftwaffe hangar that was relocated from Cottbus just outside Berlin to house some of the Luftwaffe aircraft in the collection. So really a remarkable place, a mixture of historic airplanes, historic structures that creates an environment quite unlike any other, where you can come back in time with us and experience these airplanes in an environment designed specifically for that.
There are museums all over the world. You go into a museum and you see the airplane, but there's something unique about these airplanes. When you walk against our airplanes, and if you brush your arm against the airplane, you'll get oil on it. That's because these airplanes fly. Hear the sound and they smell and they see him lift up and wow, look how fast he was when he came in and landed. So that's important.
These airplanes are alive and able to speak for themselves to some extent. There's still a soul there in the airplane because they're kept running and kept flying. So the experiences that you can have here, I believe they can connect you more strongly to the wartime stories and to those human experiences because the airplane has a say in that.
I hope they will look at these airplanes and they will think, just imagine what it was like in World War II, or in World War I even.
We're losing the generation that fought the war. There's just nothing we can do about it. We're going to lose the human connection to those experiences. And that will strip us of a degree of understanding of that history and a tangible way to connect with it, except for these airplanes. You know, the airplanes that were designed to be disposable, that weren't intended to last for 80 years, they're going to survive in operating condition and end up being our tangible connection to that war history, to that lived experience of our servicemen and women.
I want to have these airplanes be around as long as possible. So the only way that I can imagine that they'll be around is if I can put a place where they can fly from, that's this airport, and that people can come see them, and that they'll produce some revenue by selling tickets to people, and that's what pays for it.
This is heaven for the airplanes. They had hard lives. They're flown in combat, they're shot down, blown up, shot to pieces, you know, some of which have taken over 10 years to restore. But they're here now and able to exist in this place that's designed for their care and keeping. And I think that puts us in an interesting position where we have a responsibility to the airplanes to help carry the story forward and share it with people.